What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. About to jump into it. I don't know how we got through that last part. I was on the verge of giving up and thinking, you know what? It ain't doable. But I don't know. We got through it. It was a lot of RNG. I mean, ain't no doubt about that. Some of those times it was completely impossible. I honestly, I thought I was going to have to go watch a YouTube walkthrough something, try to figure out how in the world do people get through this. Alright, here we are. Let's make sure I got everything out of the room. Oh, we got this sweet ass armor before we quit. Do remember that. Special shipments, I guess that's what we already got. I had to do a complete reset here this morning after an update. I don't trust these updates at all. So I just want to make sure my audio ain't went nowhere. There we are live. Testing. Testing. Turn the game audio down a little bit. Let's figure the microphone. Let's go down about right here. That looks about right. Anybody in chat, if you can, how's the audio? Is that good? Is the game too loud? Too light, too quiet now? Had to turn it down a little bit. Seemed like it was too loud. Look at all these people lined up. I'm such an explorer. Everybody lined up to meet me and I take off around the back. I got kind of hooked on this yesterday though. I got a bunch of stuff I'm doing playthroughs of and this was very fun. I got some good stuff. I got a killer weapon. I didn't get nothing for none of the people in my party though. Wooden Mabari figurine. Disciple staff blade. Somebody clicked on and clicked off. We'll make sure they didn't click off because of the audio. Drop down about right here. That looks about right. Anybody in chat who can how's the audio? Is that good? Is the game too loud, too light, too quiet now? That sounds perfect. Had to turn it down a little bit. Seemed like it was too loud. Yeah, that sounded perfect right there. Alright. kind of staff did I get? We got... Let's go to weapons. What was that I picked up? Valuables. Oh, I know to pick that up. Oh, it was a schematic. Schematic for a staff. Wonder if you can go in this room. Yep, sure can. Oh yeah. Hit that button. Nothing in here. Can we get in here? Nothing in here. I was thinking there was stuff in there. Looks like the way out or something. What the hell, people? Let me through. Who we got here? Cigarette. Cigarette. I have a cigarette. Cigarette. So Cassandra would like to speak. Maybe I gotta go talk to her before I can do anything. It's not here. Something up above. What we got here? Read. Andrastes Mabari. You know Andrastes old Mabari. He didn't show up in the shant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't have had some big old smelly war dog. But all Farrellton knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Welcome anytime. And there's Andrastes Mabari by the Holy Prophet's side in the fight against Taventer. That dog would never hide. Oh my God, I can't read all this. Lord have mercy, guys. If y'all want to read that, pause it, slow it down as I went through it, but that I can't read all that. Talking about me. Hear people talking about me. It's glowing when I'm away from it, and then when I go close it don't. What in the hell? You know what? I'm gonna go find Cassandra. Let's talk. Stuff seems weird. What's this one? Yeah, there's a lot of lore. Oh my God, is there a lot of lore? Have you ever heard the story of King? How long's this one? Yeah. It's just... Oh my goodness. I'll scroll down and scroll down. That way you guys can pause it and check it out. This is like reading a book. And I come to play game. I don't come to read book. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love deep lore in a video game. But oh my God, is that a lot? Can't get in this door. You can peep in the window. Ha! Found it. Found your chest. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and put that on. Accessories, belt of health. See what it does. Plus 50 max health. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'll keep it or give it to somebody on my squad, but I mean, that's a bonus for sure. Who we got? Thrin?
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Gotta go talk to Cassandra. Loot this one. Drake Stone. Getting all kinds of figurines of stuff. Cassandra's in here, I do believe. There it is, little old elf fruit. Everybody needs them a little elf fruit down in. I want to explore and check out everything. There's so much in this game. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Ah hell, we'll do it. We can do it. It'd take us a minute. By a minute, probably a year. But yeah, by a minute I mean probably a year, you know. But yeah, we'll get her done. Ah hell, we're gonna have to come back and check all these places after we talk to Cassandra. Cause I know there's shit in every one of these houses. I know they are. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Again, I'll go through it slow. That way anybody wants to check it out, go ahead and check her out. I'll try my best to read the important lore. Did I come up this? Yeah, I come up right there, didn't I? Seems like you can talk to all these people. Oh my god, there's so much in this game. Finnick fur, serpentine stone, dragon link scales. Good shit. The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Teventer Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflection in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. Crazy. And that little thing was just, that was like the smallest piece of lore we found. Recruits Dirk, a little dagger. Oh, good. Holy hell, we got something else to read. The light shall lead her safe. What is this, a poem? The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next, for she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she would see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear or of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her sword. So we could go down there. Could go in here. What the hell's in here?
My duty is to serve the principles on which the
Oh my
country runs,
gosh.
Chancellor, as is yours.
This is a super long one. I'm picking them all up, that way it's like in my codex that I have looked at them at least. Got one there, and a door there, and then that door takes me back to Cassandra. Go on down, see what we got. Oh, guess what? Something to read. Chantry hierarchy. My goodness. There's probably stuff out. There's probably so much stuff out there to go to and find all this lore to read. This is to play. I'm picking it up because I need to get it in my notes. But oh my god, is that a lot? Tier 1 schematic, Tier 1 bow, grip schematic, shard shield. Well, Cassandra can definitely use that. Not me, I'm two-handed. I went with the great sword. Requires a rogue. I know a rogue. Rogue. Sturdy adventurer hat. Restriction, elf, dwarf, or human. It's a good one. For somebody that can wear it. Well, there's a bunch of shit to look at. I've never went in them. I've started. I don't know. Seems like I've played rogue characters. I don't know. I ain't even sure what's in them. I really ain't. Okay. Can we come out and check this one? Oh, that's a big chest. Wish we could get in here. Holy shit. Look at all this. If you spent, like, it'd take a lot of time to read all this.
Yes.
Turnian research. Oh, codex unlocked. Characters. Oh man, did they really go in depth. Now I see why it's taken them so long to actually come out with this next Dragon Age game. So much shit is put into it. What we got here? Pride Demon. Most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men, as clever and manipulative as the desire as the desire demon with a penchant for cruel irony that is almost human. While the demons of desire largely engage in the bribery of mortals, pride will use mortals' own best nature against them. Clever men outwit themselves, strong men crush themselves, humble men forget themselves, jealous men fear themselves. They turn corruption and ruin into an art. That is what we fought last time, was a pride demon. Probably a low level one. And then the wraiths. Lord, the history. The conclave. There's so much reading to do in this. Holy hell. Haven. Tutorial. What else didn't I look at? Researcher. Enemies drop unique collectibles. Bring them to the researcher to learn more about your foes and earn combat bonuses against them. So hell yeah, I need that. Anything make me do more damage against them, I'm all for it. Let me out of here. Yeah, you'll be returning to her a lot. You'll be returning to this room a lot.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Call him in jail.
Disregard that and leave us.
Pay no attention to that and get the fuck out of here.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will
What a
not
wicked
ignore
scar
it.
on her.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I
Halfway.
am a suspect,
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
You really think your maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It
I
is
want to
not
have a
for
good
me to say.
relationship with
Even if that
Cassandra.
means a Kunari is his
I can't
chosen.
have a,
Humans
like,
are not
a
the only
sexual
people with an
relationship
interest in
with
the
her.
fate of the world.
Because she
The
likes
breach
women.
remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Inquisition.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of
How
old.
thick that damn book
Find
is.
those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't
That's
ready.
all I can think about. How thick
We
it
have no leader, no numbers, and now no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our
The
side.
Chantry's the church, the Chantry.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to
Beautiful.
restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Chantry. Investigate.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay, but you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Let's ask about this.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
I agree for now. This is rather strange. I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Take her hand. I'm ready to go do some fighting. Sure ain't ready to do no more reading. What's going on here? Look at them crows on her arm. That's weird. Weird. Motor test stream. Is that posting the Inquisition? I'm guessing. Training them up. Oh, I love it. It's weird. I get something about this game reminds me of Crusader Kings. I guess where you can do Inquisitions, different things like that, the Crusades. I tell you, an awesome thing to add to Crusader Kings, a great mod would be to add like elf races and like these Kunari, just different races is what I'm saying. The threat remains. Report to Haven's Chantry. Report to Haven's Chantry. Alright,
So we're
report
heretics,
to
just like
Haven's
that. Should we
Chantry.
surrender?
Now I'm guessing I could go and talk to these people.
As much as any Grand Cleric. That prattle from Val Royale
Let's
is no
see.
words of
if we can do that.
Apothecary Don wanted to know when you might be able to
Let's
provide
try talking to
materials
him
again.
right here
I didn't realise
first.
any of Leliana's Oxman mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it.
Sorry.
Oh, you're him. Thren. Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Investigate more. How did you end up here?
as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Tenloge MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
I'm glad you believe in him. No wonder you're unpopular. Loghain is a traitor. I don't know nothing about him. I don't know the lore from the previous games. It hurts in situations like this. Hell, just
Your
whatever.
loyalty to the man you served is admirable, Quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Tenloge never betrayed his king.
Right now I'm using a great sword, but I'm looking for an axe. I want this playthrough to be with an
We
axe.
betrayed him. I apologize. Sister
A
Liliana
two-handed
told me I shouldn't
axe.
talk about this. Just forget it.
What do you do here?
Shit.
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands.
Well, there you go.
Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How do I feel
If I
special
have material
orders?
for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
That's alright. Here, take a look. You find some iron and good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons. Gotcha.
Very well.
Make a go with you.
There you go. Need a logging stand. Don't know how you get that. Logging stand. I wonder if is that
Thanks for
just
checking anyway.
oh, is that I wonder is that like a schematic or is it something you actually find out in the wild, the world? Let's check these houses now, see if I can go in them. One of them is where you learn about potions. And that is something I have to have.
The chosen of Andraste,
I think
the
it's
blessed
him.
heroes sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffin, but sadly
Hell
it's
yeah. Griffin.
joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient
What do you mean
ruins?
ruins in battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there,
Hell yeah.
alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is
That'd
occasionally
be
dangerous,
awesome.
yes. But more often it's just sad to see what has been lost. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At
Love
least
to
until the
see
breach has been
1,000
closed.
years back in
Was that in
history.
doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the
Still
power to
very
seal the
impressive game for 8 years. 8 years old, it's very, very impressive. Let's see. So this ain't where I figure out about potions.
breach. Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
He slightly
do not.
approves of that.
The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom.
You can
possessed
dig
of
so
ancient knowledge
deep
how
into
to
this
share
shit.
with
Every
unseen.
character's
Spirits of
got
purpose,
layers and
uncertain.
layers.
Even wisps, curious and playful.
This game's
point
probably
their
got more
treasures on
layers
the
than any game ever created. That's saying a lot.
You trust these spirits not to possess you the first time you accidentally make a wish?
Do you trust your friends not to turn on you?
Well, yes, but they're people.
Ah, of course.
You know what I mean.
Are people only people because they are flesh and blood? Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Defined by that ass.
Spirits are bound by their nature.
Ah,
You
he
said
got
it
mad
yourself.
there.
They're
He
shaped
getting
by
like that.
contact with real people.
Just as
But,
Liliana
I mean,
was shaped by
hell.
contact with divine Justinian, as those who serve the Inquisition are shaped by you.
If you're gonna
If I
talk
change
to
your
them, you're
mind in
gonna
this
make them
conversation,
mad at times,
does
I
that mean
guess.
you're no more real than a spirit?
You've thought about this.
On occasion, yes.
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
Two reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Well,
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroy the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to
Lord,
deliver
this
on your
talk's
passion.
going on forever. I want to go
Muscles
fight.
are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade.
You gotta get it out of the way, though.
You may see a city lost to history.
Well, I guess you have to do it all now.
Memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits pressed so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt Dostigar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal.
We
of Caedo's
get
forces.
other characters that can accompany
I've
us,
heard the stories.
be
It
part
would
of
be
our party
interesting to hear
later,
what you
so
really like.
That's just it. In the
I
Fade,
don't know if
see
there's even any
reflections created
point
by
in building
spirits
up
who
these
react to the emotions of the
relationships.
warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Caelan fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
God. And I've been in there. See, it's got a potion out here right on the door. I know that's where I go to figure out about potions. Here we go, apothecary. Apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Hell yeah. Potions are one of the biggest parts of this game. Patient observations, day 2. I read day 1 in that first one. Pulse normal, breathing normal. Still unresponsive. Careful drop feed of prep. Elf fruit extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the gray. Encouraging. Sweet bow. I guess if I hadn't already had a good bow, that would. I mean, I don't use a bow. If I was using a bow, that'd be the one I'd be getting at this point. Equip, upgrade. We dealing here a lot.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather. I don't recall meeting you before. I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making us wear, though. So, you're welcome. I didn't realize. Thank you. Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that
Good
secret
looking.
Pentecost seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually...
Good looking case for his sword there.
How are your people holding up? There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure. For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing. I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are your people holding up?
That shit
No
done
shortage
said
of
that.
work, that's for damn sure.
Might as well ask him if
Is
he
there
needs
anything I
any
can do to
help.
help
He'll
out?
give me a quest.
Fine,
Fetch
as far as
quest.
all
Ah,
you've more important
bullshit.
things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Alrighty. Potion upgrading. Okay, potion category, blah blah. Select upgrade. Potions upgrade requires significant amount of herbs. Potions, healing potion. Regeneration potion. Restores 26 health every 2 seconds for 60 seconds. Let's see. That does instantly 385. 10 seconds of that's 260. That's 1,560 health that would upgrade over 60 seconds. 1,560, but that's over a minute. But I mean, hell. 29 elf fruit, 1 dawn lotus. 18 elf fruit and a royal elf fruit. I'll be hunting for that. Healing one. Increases healing amount by 3 per second. And what we got down there? Unknown. Tonics. All unknown. And grenades. All unknown. Well, we know what to be looking for. Potion assignment and replenishment. You can equip or replenish potions for each party member. Acquire herbs. What? Have I got it? Potion assignment and replenishment. Yeah, I don't have any though. Press square to replenish individual potions or triangle to restore the entire stack. Cost 1 elf fruit. But those are damn good. Wait. Every 2 seconds, so I was off on that. It would be half of what I said. It'd do 130 over 10 seconds. So it'd be 780 over the minute. But anyway. Still, they'd be handy. Especially when you're out of everything else. Let's go ahead and fill them up.
There you go.
Quest completed. There's elf fruit everywhere. We can pick them up like nothing. Didn't it say speak to the smith? Good gosh, there's so much to do in this.
And you see no signs of the Grey Wardens anywhere.
A tale of the frostbacks. Blah 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 blah.
Of course.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. If you ever felt like just doing some reading a book, there you go. Plus, there's a thing where you try to hear all the songs, like they're singing a song there, you know.
Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adonis Stevens apostle. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he comes, you friend the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also me knave.
She's busty. I'm telling you, them titties are busting out.
Farewell.
Busting out. That's why they call it bust, I guess. Because they're busting out. Titties be busting out there. Silk? Thank you. Alright, I'm seeing on my mini map down there now, it shows where you come up and talk to these cats.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in
He
stride.
Better
disapproves.
than most of us, then.
Well,
For days now, we've been
bitch.
staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient tide, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads?
Yeah, obviously.
That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Mm-hmm. How do you know Cassandra? What do you do? Where are you
You
from?
from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
How do you know Cassandra? I'm
How do you and
curious.
Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Hear about
Where
his
did you get that
crossbow.
I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragonbone reinforced chest in the hold. I broke 3 dozen
Lucky.
lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Why
Who
Bianca?
is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands in a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard and
Crazy.
Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
There's so much shit
We
to
don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
kind of reminds me of God of War 2, this
You run
game.
a spy network. Why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me,